better shopping malls in Asia. When I say shopping mall, it's very high end. But today I'm not interested in the shopping. I'm going to show you one of the most extraordinary Starbucks I've ever been to in my life. And that is saying something. I'm not a huge fan of Starbucks, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not my very favorite kind of coffee. You can probably hear from my accent that I grew up away from America. So I don't think Starbucks coffee is particularly spectacular. It's not horrible. And they do nice sort of seasonal things, that's true. But why this Starbucks is so extraordinary is because of its location. Honestly, in the whole world, I've never seen a Starbucks set up this way. Now, I read somewhere that this is also the largest Starbucks in Asia. That I cannot confirm. It's certainly very large. It goes over 2 floors and outside. Let me turn the camera around now so you can have a look. So here we are outside of the Starbucks. You can see they have a giant coffee there. And if you're a caffeine person, well, you'll find everything that you need here, including all of the merch, which they have in any country. So all of your cups, and even your teddy bears. And as I said, it's a very large Starbucks, so it has an upstairs and a downstairs. You can probably see what I'm hinting at already when it comes to what's so special about it. But let's just take a look at some of the merch. Must-haves. What's interesting here is that it's not Thai that's written there. It's actually Chinese. So that's the market that they're going for, the cups. I mean, obviously Thais use this Starbucks all the time, as do foreigners, expats and those on holiday alike. Let's go in and see what sort of a coffee we're going to have and see what takes my fancy right now. It is a working day. I'm actually, Sawadee Ka, I'm actually working in Bangkok this week. Sawadee Ka, can I please have, oh my goodness me, I don't know. Can I have a latte ron cup? Okay.
What size?
Just the normal size tall, please.
Having here or table?
Having here, please.
Would you like some sandwich or cake?
No, thank you.
Only one.
Only one cup.
No, 130.
Okay, 130 baht. Keeping in mind that 317 baht is 10 US dollars. It's all right, I'm talking to the people online. That's okay. So 130 baht. Probably get yourself two and a half coffees out of 10 US dollars for that one. Here we are. Being served by a lovely person called Tara. Outside. Okay, thank you very much. I'll try and do that with one hand. So just as I come around here, that's my lovely server. And here's some of the prices. They've got local coffees as well as signature coffees, espressos, everything that you ever wanted. Nitro coffee, which I think is made cold, very cold. There's your espressos and your teas. And just like every Starbucks that I've ever been to in the world, you get given a little beep, 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 beep thing. It'll go beep, 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 beep for me in a minute. Oh, it's already going beep, beep, beep. I'll just show you the tea experiences here as well. Zoom in on the prices so you can see. On cup. Oh, for taught, I only have one hand. Button. Thank you. Bit of unsteady camera work there because obviously if I'm filming with one hand, I'm also carrying everything else with one hand. So as I mentioned, one of the most extraordinary Starbucks I've ever been to in the world. And it's really not this inside, although the inside is very nice. As you can see, it's really pretty. More merch available to you. Sip it, love it. It's their marketing campaign for here. Let me take you outside and show you exactly why this particular Starbucks floats my boat. Lots and lots of sitting inside. Remembering that Thailand is always hot. It's either hot and wet or hot and dry. This is something that you will see absolutely everywhere in Asia. These people have gone to the loo. Are they worried about their stuff? Nah. So in spite of what you see on the news or what you've heard on some kind of you've heard on movies or something like that, Asia's actually incredibly safe. People leave their bags and it's never a problem. And this out here is why we are doing this today. Whoops. And this is why. Because the outside seating area for this Starbucks, right here in the heart of Bangkok, that's Bangkok out in front of you, that's the Praya River, Chao Phraya. Right here, this Starbucks has the most extraordinary view of a city that absolutely pumps day and night. Bangkok, you're probably familiar with the song One Night in Bangkok. Well, all of that stuff's true. It's a crazy place. There's the river. There's the city. There's the Starbucks. People over there having their photos taken. They're not buying a coffee, so they're over there getting the same views. And we could too. And we did buy a coffee to get this view, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For the price of the coffee, look at the view. Look at the view on this Starbucks. And tell me this isn't one of the most extraordinary places that you've ever seen, that you wanted to just sit and have a coffee. There it is again. So all of the river life, all of the city life, that city pumps, pumps, pumps. Doesn't look like it from here. Looks very peaceful and calm. Bangkok is crazy, chaotic, massive. There's a giant sinkhole opened up yesterday. That scared everybody. These people here, these apartments, they are expensive. You can believe it. Because look at their view. Bangkok doesn't have a seaside. Hong Kong is famous for its beautiful harbour, and I love Hong Kong for that. Singapore has its shop houses, not many these days, but lots of other things that you can look at. So Bangkok doesn't have the beautiful sort of seascapes that other places do, but it does have this muddy old river. Back in the day, 1988 or thereabouts, yes, it was 1988, I actually came to Bangkok for the first time, so that's about 100 million years ago. And I was pregnant at the time with my first child. And I got into one of these long boats that you can see here. It's just these are buses, some of them are just buses. So like that little blue one there, it might even be, I don't know if you can see that the roof of it is blue. It's cheap, you just go across the harbour. It's not a fancy thing. There are fancy boats, but this is not a fancy boat. Anyway, I got onto the local boat that was a bus, and a dead pig floated right past our boat. And me being pregnant, and particularly with my first child, and particularly nauseous my entire pregnancy, I all but lost everything that was in my body except the baby. So I cleaned the river up, as you can see. This is the rest of the thing. So the only reason that this fence is up is just, Starbucks have paid rent, I guess, on this particular space. And it's just extraordinary. Yes, Lynette, it does look amazing. It is absolutely, absolutely stunning. And Bangkok has turned on a wonderful day. The entertainer Sting from The Police is playing in Bangkok tonight, which is part of the reason why I'm in Bangkok. I don't normally stay in Bangkok, but I came up to work in the office of the company that I work for that's got a Bangkok office as well, and sneaking in a quick Sting concert. I'll show you again. I'm not sure if you're bored with the view yet, but I just think it's worth looking at. If you find yourself in Bangkok and you want to get the pictures that like these people are getting here, right? See this picture that he's getting? That's a great picture. Relaxing like that. This is your spot. Buy yourself a coffee. Don't worry about getting to fancy rooftop bars or blah-de-blah-de-blah. You don't have to do any of that. You don't even have to buy coffee, but do come and buy a coffee and sit out here and check out the world's most extraordinary, or Asia's most extraordinary Starbucks. There's my coffee just sitting there waiting. I don't particularly feel like a coffee, but I felt guilty for coming in and doing all the filming for you if I wasn't buying something. If you are watching, please do tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to know where you're hanging out today. I'm hanging out here for a little bit. The thing about this shopping mall, this icon Siam is the old word for Thailand, obviously, or Siam. The thing about it is that it's got incredibly expensive shops inside. So downstairs, on the very ground floor, there's a market, kind of a local market, but it's high end, but it's still a local market. So that's worth having a look at. You can buy yourself something that's kind of nice if you don't have a lot of pennies to spend. Most of the other shops, though, are pretty high end. They're brand stores from all around the world. Thailand is a very brand conscious country. They like nice things. A lot of Thais are poor, but a lot of Thais are also very middle class and wealthy, and they buy themselves nice things. The only shop that I think I could probably afford to justify buying clothes in this particular mall would be H&M. Not only do I have more chance of... Is that River the Thames? No, my dear. This is called the I've just forgotten the name of it. It's terrible, isn't it? I'm in the Chao Phraya in Bangkok. This is in Bangkok, in Thailand. This is Thailand today. So the Thames is not as muddy as this. I'm thinking it's not a very deep river because I don't see deep bottom boats in this river. And what we're having a look at, Svengali, is the fact that this is actually a Starbucks. This is a Starbucks that we're sitting in. There's nobody else here because it's hot and it's sunny. Thais don't want to get hot and sunny. But yeah, the shops inside this mall in Icon Siam, they tend to be a little bit expensive. You can, in fact... Oh yes, I've had many a pad thai. They are delicious. Thank you for asking, Svengali says. Have you ordered any pad thai? Not from the Starbucks, but many other times. Over there you can probably see a colonial home. Can you see that? So yeah, the shops inside, you can, I'm told, and I believe it's true, there's actually a Rolls-Royce dealership inside Icon Siam where you can go and buy yourself the latest roller if you needed one of those. So I've probably spun you around long enough now. But I just wanted to share that with you because I am in Bangkok this week and I thought it was worth having a look at this fantastic Starbucks. I feel like I've also done an ad for Starbucks. They should sponsor me. I don't even like their coffee that much, but never mind. But if you do find yourself in this part of the world, make sure you get over here. This is the well-off part. You are correct. Yeah, you are correct. This is the big city, and not everybody's rich in Bangkok, of course, but it's a big city like every other big city in the world. You know, it's the capital city. It's got some problems at the moment. You may have seen, as I mentioned before, there was a huge sinkhole that might have made the news overseas as well. Just sort of opened up, ironically, in front of a hospital of all things. Nobody was hurt, so that's the good news. But the bad news is that Bangkok is actually in the process of trying to return to the earth in terms of sinking. It's built on unstable land, so one of these days it's going to fall into the sea. So, but not today, mercifully. Now I'm being joined by other people who are also trying to get this photo. So I'll let you go. It was lovely to talk to you. Have a great day. Bye.